Alright guys, this is Custom Scream Mask episode 2, and in today's episode I'm showing my custom burnt Ghostface. So how I made this mask was I took an ultra-white Ghostface mask, which you might have seen it in some of my previous videos before. I just burnt it a little bit right here and painted a bunch of black on it to make it look like a blast mark or something. And I didn't like how it looked, so I scraped all that black paint off, cut a hole right here, and I burnt around the outside of it. And so I burnt, like, all here is all really burnt. I just used a lighter. And, you know, right here, that's actual burn marks right there. See where it bubbled up and turned brown there. And for the paint on this thing, I just gave it a brown wash and a black wash and a little bit of dry brushing, and some of the paint ran right here, made it look like it had a black tear or something, which I really like how that turned out. And that's really it. I took the eye mesh out of both eyes and replaced it in this eye. And I was going to put something behind the hole there to black it out, but I decided not to. Because for the inspiration of this mask, I had two masks that inspired this, and neither one of them had it blacked out. It was just exposed face. The first mask that inspired this mask was actually a Ghostface mask from a fan film I saw. I watched it a long time ago. I probably won't be able to find it. I'll try to look and see if I can find it and put the link in the description, but I probably won't be able to find it. But anyways, all I remember from the fan film was a guy was walking through the woods or someplace and happened to come across the Ghostface costume buried in the woods, and the mask had a hole cut out on it. It wasn't burned or anything, and I don't remember if the mask was dirty or not, but I do remember it had a big hole in the face. So yeah, I got the idea of doing that for Ghostface, and I also had some inspiration from Rob Zombie's Halloween 2. The mask in that movie where he had the hole ripped on the side of the face. I really liked how that looked. But instead of just having like an old rotted mask, I decided to go with the burnt look, and I think it looks really good. I'll do a close-up look here in just a minute. You can do replicas of this yourself because there's so many different combinations you could do with the burnt look. You can have a hole on the other side, or have a few smaller holes throughout the mask, like bullet holes or something. So, if you do attempt to do a burnt Ghostface mask, please be very careful. When I burnt the hole on this mask, I did that outside with a lighter. So yeah, please be very careful if you do that. And like I said, for the paint, it was just a brown wash and a black wash. What you do is you take some acrylic paint and you water it down and you apply it over the mask and you wipe the excess off. It was really hard to do a paint wash on an ultra white because, you know, the ultra whites are really glossy, and the paint just wanted to beat up on it, so I had to really thicken the paint a lot and just paint it on there and then rub the excess off. I did that first in brown and then black. In some places there's more brown, like right here there's more brown, but you know, in areas like here there's more black. You know, there's not a whole lot of black here. I don't think I put any black right here. I think it was just a brown here. So yeah, you can do all kinds of different combinations. You know, I got the hole here. You don't have to do that. You could do a hole here, or just a hole here, or maybe a bunch of smaller holes, like a few along the forehead and down here and in the mouth. So yeah, I might do some other future variants of this, maybe, I don't know. But let me just give you a closer look real quick of it, just to show all the detail off. And I'm probably going to do another mask later on down in the future that's just not burnt, but you know, weathered like this, just really dirty and grungy. Didn't get much under the chin, but that doesn't matter. And here you can see the burn detail. I kind of like the exposed face. I think it makes it look creepier. It reminds you that there is a person underneath the mask. But obviously, in the Scream films, the killer wouldn't use this because you could see his face. Let me turn the light on this so we can see the burn detail a little bit better. You might not even want to actually burn your mask. You might be able to achieve this effect with just paint. You won't be able to get the bubbled up detail, but you know, it turns black and brown. Now try not to keep the flames away from the hood, because these hoods are flammable. I was very, very careful when I did this. There is a few melted spots in the hoods, but that's nothing too bad to worry about. But yeah. So that's today's episode. I'll be back next week with another custom Ghostface mask. And yeah, tell me what you guys think of it in the comments below. And like I said, if you want to do one yourself, be very careful. And I'll see you guys next week.